Hello everyone. See the sun setting? See the moon? If you were wondering why I've been absent, it's because I've taken a little bit of time to myself to reflect on what it is that I'm truly understanding from the book. And there are many components to understanding, including the fact that the epithet of Father Sky isn't just an epithet, it's an actual characteristic of the individual at hand, such as Wuran, also known as Anu, and many other names. To fully comprehend all this material, I've had to delve into history, myths, fables, movies, animated, whatever. Especially anime. I got a lot of answers from watching Japanese anime. They seem to be more soulful, more noble people. But I wouldn't know for sure unless I actually went to Japan, and I just don't see that happening. Anyways, a lot of hidden messages. I grew up watching Bleach and Dragon Ball Z. It's not just about the fight, it's not just about who's the strongest. It's about the principles that drives those individuals. What are they fighting for? That's the message that always is a curiosity to me. Love the Bleach movie, by the way. The idea is, everywhere you look, everything you experience has a message. It's up to you whether you interpret it or not. So here I am today on this less windy day after yesterday, which was extremely intense winds, which was only the most recent part of some really cold weather we've been having, and rain, which is unusual for California. I remember that we used to be in a drought for like 6-7 years. Now the drought's officially over. We're not used to these high quantities of rain anymore, if you will. The terrain cannot handle it. It's a trip. I guess I understand now why living in a valley would be different from living in a plain or in the mountains. Different environmental factors. In a valley, for example, it's so easy to set up a 5G smart grid. Up in the mountains, not so much. Anyways, this video started with me showing you the sun and the moon, and they are crucial to the story that I will tell based on all my associations in the standalone video that I will make. They are the original clock. What does that mean? It means the moon sets, no, correction, the moon rises 40 minutes later every day, or it's supposed to. Well, if you really think about it, that is a cycle that has a circular pattern. Could this be where 12 o'clock comes in? Or 12 hours? Or time itself? Chronos, right? Chronos, time, father time. Could this be where so much bad energy in the atmosphere. I apologize. But it also implies that if there's 40 minutes time difference that determined the original clock, then you have to wonder if it still applies today. Because if it still applies today, that means the way we count our days are off. We go by 1 hour clocks. But what if 1 hour is 40 minutes? Which means we're not in the year 2019, we're in the year 3000 something, I think. So that makes you wonder what the heck happened with Father Time, that we're stuck in the cycle. We should be visible by the moon's relation to the sun. And more importantly, the ancients, the ones who originally came into contact with this, because the moon was not always in the sky, as you will come to understand. I believe it's the Akkadians that spoke over time before the moon in the sky. And if you've read the Enuma Elish, you would understand that that came into being with the fall of Tiamat, Mother Earth. I'll explain that as well in the standalone video. But if the way we count time is wrong, and the ancients knew the right way, did they also know what effect each hour would have? In other words, how do I say this? It's so complex. They could interpret the energy, the ether associated with where the moon is in its cycle in relation to the sun. They could interpret if it was good energy or bad energy. They were essentially so empathic, they felt everything around them. But not only felt it, they also saw it. Now I've become very good at feeling, but I still feel that I will go through more awakening stages. I have gone through so many already. Wow. But yeah, there you have it. We lost that knowledge. How the moon, in relation to the sun, affects us, because we forgot the principle of electromagnetism, that everything in this reality is electromagnetic, including our bodies, including the sun, electric, and the moon, magnetic. We have so much to learn. And then you gotta wonder about events such as this case with the very rich people buying their kids into whatever college or university. Imagine what would happen if people like me actually had access to that information that they don't give a shit about. The recent rains and winds, culminating in yesterday with the strongest winds, meant a really clear sky. Yet here we are today with a chemtrail blanket to mask the sunset. The question is why? What are they trying to hide? What's happening in our skies, in our atmosphere? What's going on, guys? Some military stuff? Science stuff? Resetting reality stuff? If you know, leave a comment in the comment sections. For now, see you when I make that standalone video because I'm still working on it. Pink! Such a bright pink. Now then, what does that mean? Someone who knows chemicals in the atmosphere, let me know.